topic of today's lesson is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is energy that results from an object moving. Some examples of kinetic energy are a car driving down the street, a football being thrown through the air, or a skateboard rolling down the sidewalk. The formula for kinetic energy is kinetic energy equals 1/2 mv squared. M is the mass of the object moving in kilograms, and v is the velocity of the object in meters per second. The unit for all of energy is joules, which is abbreviated as just J. An object needs to have both mass and velocity to have kinetic energy. This means that a baseball thrown through the air has more kinetic energy than a parked car. Since it is not moving, the parked car does not have any kinetic energy. As the velocity is squared, it is more important than the mass in determining the kinetic energy of the object. As a result of being squared, doubling the velocity will actually result in quadrupling the kinetic energy of the object. Now we will look at a few example problems. The first question is a 1,700 kilogram car is driving down the street at 30 meters per second. How much kinetic energy does it have? A good place to start is by writing down the information in the problem. We are told that the mass is 1,700 kilograms and the velocity is 30 meters per second. Since we are asked about kinetic energy, we should write down the formula. Kinetic energy equals 1/2 mv squared. We can now plug in 1,700 for m and 30 for v. If we multiply, we should get that the car has 765,000 joules of kinetic energy. This sounds like a large number, but a car is heavy and a joule is a very small amount of energy. For our next problem, we are told that a 0.4 kilogram football zips through the air at 25 meters per second and asked how much kinetic energy it has. We should begin by writing down the information of the problem. The first piece of information is the football has a mass of 0.4 kilograms. The second piece of information is the velocity is 25 meters per second. Since the problem asks for the kinetic energy, we should again write down the formula. Kinetic energy equals 1/2 mv squared. We can then plug into the equation that m, or mass, is 0.4 kilograms. We can also plug in that v, or velocity, is 25 meters per second. Now we can just multiply everything together, and we get 125 joules, which is our final answer. If you found this video helpful, please click on the like and subscribe buttons below or visit us at rexwellphysics.com. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye!